Hi everybody, Rick McAvoy here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Rick McAvoy Photography. This week on my photography blog, I'm actually talking about photography and not my website, which is a welcome change, which tells you that my website is nearly up and running anyway. Enough about that. This week on my photography blog, I'm talking about 12 landscape photography photos of England that I love. If you see me looking down, so I'm looking at my iPad so I can just remember what it is I'm meant to be saying. So let's get into the photos. Photo number one is a photo of Bat's Head as the winter sun sets. Now, Bat's Head is located on the Jurassic Coast. It's a spectacular location, relatively easy to get to as long as you're happy climbing up and down some hills, but the photo's on there. Sorry, I should have said I am going to be publishing, as well as this video, a Lightroom slideshow which will have the 12 images on, so check out my YouTube channel or check out my blog rickmcavoyphotography.com/blog where you can see the images. In this post, I should have said this as well, sorry I'm getting there, I tell you what the camera settings are that I use for each of the photos that I've taken, the equipment I used, and a little bit about the locations. So let's just talk about the locations themselves. So, Bat's Head on the Jurassic Coast. Next photo is one of the favourite photos I've ever taken. It's a really wide-angle view of Durdle Door from the tops with the sun setting, a dramatic sky. Love this image. It was taken with a Canon 8 to 15mm fisheye zoom lens. Now that's a specialist lens, so specialist that I sold it because really, what do you need a fisheye lens for? But looking at that photo and the super wide part of it, I do regret it. So anyway, there's another way I'm going to deal with that, which I will maybe talk about next week on my travel photography blog post. Next photo, waves crashing at stunning Kimmeridge. Again, I'm still on the Jurassic Coast here, down Kimmeridge Bay on the beach. Lovely photo, taken a few years ago to be fair, but still standing the test of time. Photo number 4 is completely different. It's the view looking down from the hills above Kirkstone Pass in the Lake District on a very, very cold winter's afternoon. And I mean, it was cold. And this was taken back in the day when I used to carry every bit of photography gear with me in a large bag. So I'm quite impressed actually. I've climbed up a large hill with a large bag in the freezing cold and got a decent photo. Anyway, next photo is taken in the Vine, in the woods there. This is more my kind of thing these days, is wandering around some lovely woods where there's no one else around with some nice directional sunlight. That's my kind of thing. One camera, one lens, one tripod, nice and light and easy, very enjoyable. Next photo is actually the car park and one of the entrances to the car park at the same location with, again, the lovely, lovely light which makes the photo. Photography is drawing with light, let's not forget that, so the light is pretty important. Number 7 it's a private driveway with trees either side, and it just goes into a gate at the end, and it's really lovely, misty, mysterious light. You'll probably see the recurring theme here is it's the light that makes the photos. The only problem with that photo is I can't really remember where I took it. I'd love to go back again, but it was somewhere in West Berkshire. That narrows it down not a lot. Next photo was taken about 30 miles from the other one, so again it's a private roadway on a private housing estate. Leafy trees, misty, lovely. And now we go back to the south coast, to Dorset, and then the cliffs above West Bay. I was stood on the top of what I thought was Gold Cat, which wasn't. My mistake. Great local knowledge, eh? I got my nice little composition, then 2 people appeared and stood right where I wanted them to give the photo some scale, so excellent. Thank you to them. Number 10, another cold shot taken on Lake Windermere. This photo was taken with my Canon 5D Mark I. Allow me to digress here. If you buy a Canon 5D Mark I, you will be buying a fantastic camera that you can take fantastic photos with. You don't have to get the latest technology. This photo was taken 2008 8. Still looks brilliant. Does anybody know it's taken with a Canon 5D? Only people watching this or who've read my blog. Otherwise, you just wouldn't know. So, just a little side note there. Next location is a sunset at Bracklesham Bay, which I often reported as being in Hampshire until somebody pointed out that we're actually in West Sussex. Fair point, thank you, sir. Lovely sunset shot, and I've only ever been there once, which makes me ask the question, why have I only ever been there once? I need to get back there. Last but not least, you might not know this about me, but I have a favourite bend on the M6. I also have a favourite tree. It's the tree in the car park at Picket Post, just off the A31. Quite often driving past there, I'll stop and have a look at the light, see what's going on. This was a photo taken in the winter, which I really like, with a nice dramatic sky and a stark tree. Right, that's that. So this is the video that accompanies the blog post. The Lightroom slideshow will be published as well, and that is me for this week. I hope you found this remotely interesting. I hope you like my 12 photos of England. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rick McAvoy Photography. Please check out my blog and my website, which is all up and running and shiny and new and lovely and quick. Thanks for watching. Next week, my new travel photography portfolio. Yes, I'm actually going to do some more stuff with photos. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. See you next week.